How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? James Caldwell here with Tattoos and Microbrews, and I'm in Corvallis, Oregon at the Oregon Trail Brewery, here to take and give you a sneak peek at how they brew beer over here in Corvallis. Let's go inside and check it out, everybody. How's it going, Dave?
I'm James, doing good.
Awesome.
Summer day.
Right?
Beaver Tail Ale.
Nice, nice.
Getting ready for the big eclipse. Gotta have beer. People are gonna be thirsty, right?
Heck yeah, right? Need libations.
Yep.
So what keeps you inspired brewing?
Inspired. Well, I just love the beer. That's all there is to it. It's it's a beautiful thing. Take a couple 100 pounds of malt, some local water, some of these hops, and turn it into some of the finest, freshest beer in the land. And that's what inspires me. Good, fresh beer.
Heck
The
yeah.
people. Beer and the people.
Well, those are two very inspirational things.
Since we're brewing Beaver Tail Ale today, we better try it.
And then
Bad head. Look at that nice, beautiful little carbonation. Beaver Tail is like a German-style pale ale.
Okay.
Kind of a Kolsch style. Because I like a German-style lager, but a Kolsch is like it's like that, but it's an ale. So it's so we can ferment it in about 3 weeks versus a traditional lager, more like 6 weeks.
Oh, so it saves about half the time.
It saves about half the time.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
You get a similar flavor profile, but just speedier.
No, okay.
And ferments because it ferments at a warmer temperature.
Okay,
So,
that makes sense.
There you go, James. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Very much appreciated, Dave. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Beaver Tail. You said it's called a Kolsch?
Kolsch.
Kolsch. I've never even heard that. So Kolsch.
Kolsch is like it's a style of beer made in Cologne, Germany. Or Cologne, it would be spelled Cologne, like Cologne, but or K-O-L-N.
So, cheers, brother. Heck yeah.
To the good life.
To the good life, right? To the good stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, it's very smooth, very crisp.
Crisp is what I'm looking for.
Super crisp.
Yeah.
Super crisp.
That's where you get freshness.
Yeah?
Crisp and fresh.
It's got a really good
Local.
flavor to it too, because the thing is, like I've said before, not much of an IPA, man. When there's too much bite, it's overbearing for me. It's kind of like how, and I know I sound like a broken record, but it's like hot sauce to me. A lot of people I know use hot sauce for heat, but I use hot sauce for flavor. And with this, the bite is just perfect. It's super subtle. It's not all up in your face, but it lets you know that it's there.
Quaffable, hoppy, delicious, refreshing, crisp, like you say. And that's what you get out of a nice, fresh draft beer. Because that's one reason we don't really do much in the way of bottles or cans, because there's no way to control the freshness. Once it gets in the bottle or the can, it goes out there, and it could be like, ooh, you know, man, it could be 6 or 8, 10 months old before a person actually cracks that beer.
That's very
and
true.
Who knows how it's been treated in the meantime.
Yeah, I was going to say, not to mention...
This beer would never be like this, even 2 months from now, let alone 6 months from now.
Yeah. Oh, so you got to come here to check it out. You got to come here for the freshness.
That's right. Right here at Corvallis. This is only, we pretty much only sell our beer right here locally. I drink most of it just so I don't have much left, just out.
No,
so
awesome.
I don't need to sip it too far.
No, that's awesome. Very much appreciated.
Time for my next dose. Whoa! There we go.
Next step, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing right here?
Right now I'm hooking up the oxygen. Get it flowing, because they're going to oxygenate the wort so that it'll makes the yeast happy.
Nice.
When you give them a little shot of oxygen right in the beginning.
Okay, that makes sense.
But then after we give them the initial shot of oxygen, they don't really want any oxygen. They just want to kind of go anaerobic, and it's at the beginning. In the beginning, it likes a nice shot of oxygen. I'm just getting that ready. Now I've turned off the fire, and I've added these last hops, and I'm just gonna whip it good.
Nice.
And get the nice hop oils come out of the hop cones. It's just an aroma and flavor addition that is so important in good beer. Good aroma is everything in a beer. So you have to add them at the very end just to extract those oils, because if you boil them too long, you lose all those essential oils.
That makes perfect sense.
If you want the bitterness, you do need to kind of cook that for a while, but in this case, we've already done that. So we're just wrapping things up here. Woo! Steaming hot.
Right, I was gonna say steamy.
Yeah.
What's the hose doing, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm checking the volume of my wort here. It's not quite beer yet.
Oh, that's what.
It's unfermented, so it's just wort. So I can tell where my mark is here, where I need to be for this batch, for the full volume.
Oh, that makes. What about this yellow tube right here? What is this yellow tube doing?
I'm pumping in a little cold water right now.
Okay.
Just to cool it down the wort and bring up the volume a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm making a little, it's kind of like a concentrate, the batch I was making. So I'm adding about 10% water.
Okay,
just
cool.
to help cool it and add volume.
No, that makes perfect sense. I appreciate that. Thank you. What's that spray stuff?
That is, I forgot to put a valve on here. It's sanitizer.
Okay, cool. That's what I figured.
Bacteria loves wort. Really likes to grow. Wort. So brewing is a lot of cleaning to make sure everything's really clean. And keep the bacteria out. We're not trying to make a sour beer here today.
Yeah, right?
Beaver tail, like you say, light and crisp.
Hell yeah, delicious.
Okay, so now, valve's open, ready to pump in. Here we go. Okay, we're pumping.
So what's happening is the beer is coming from this one into this one, gravity fed, and then it's being pumped upstairs into the one we were just looking at.
Coming out of this pump, going up through this wort chiller, and cooling it down from about 200 some degrees down to, I'm hoping, about 68 degrees, 70 degrees. That's what I'm shooting for right now. Checking it right now.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, well, we're 72 degrees. Let's start cooling down here. 72 is not too bad to get started. Now we got to turn the oxygen on.
Okay.
So get that flowing. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good.
Heck yeah.
Nice whole buds. A lot of guys use hot pellets, but I prefer to use the whole bud because it's just so pretty. Inside that, see that yellow powder right there? That's the lupulin. Look at that precious lupulin glands right there. That is the goodies. So when you grind this in with the pellet, you lose a lot of the essential aroma and flavor because that.
Do you mind if I smell that?
That lupulin is really volatile. So yeah.
Woo! That smells delicious.
Yeah.
I've never smelled anything like that. It's like a mixture of a few different smells.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. Good Oregon grown green bud hops.
Little added dose of hops, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. Getting it nice and tasty.
Fresh and fragrant.
Woo! Smells delicious. Way lower than it was before. Before I left, I sold all my stuff and got rid of my apartment, and I set up 8 stops where I'd stay with family members and do this thing because I'm an aspiring tattoo artist, and so I'm also
sold all your stuff.
Yeah, to pay for the trip. And so I'm getting footage at tattoo shops as well from tattoo artists and learning along the way.
Yeah.
And then because beer is something I'm very passionate about and that I love to do, I figure I could throw that in there to add a little bit of fun and a broader audience.
Yeah.
So I consider myself an aspiring microbrew connoisseur.
The beer world right now is so friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
I try a new beer every day.
Yeah.
And I can't even keep up by trying a new beer every day.
I know, right?
It's so cool that there's so much choice. It's man, 25 years ago, we didn't have, there was not much choice. That's why I said I started brewing but now, oh man, with all the micro beers made here in the United States and the imports from around the world, it's insane what you can find. And everybody's coming out with new fun stuff all the time too. So it's just a fun time to be a beer drinker.
No,
it's a little bit challenging to be a beer maker. You're forced to remain creative on the cutting edge of making, good beers all the time because mediocre beer is not cutting it anymore like it did 15, 20 years ago. There wasn't much selection, but now, yeah, you're going to have to be good if you're going to remain relevant in this world. But we're still going to remain local. That's why we are a microbrewery, and we're just making only 200 gallons at a batch. Yeah, you're not going to find this beer much out of this county because we'll drink it all without having to ship it very far. And that's the beauty of good beer, good fresh local beer. It's mostly water, so you don't need to be putting it on trucks and shipping it all halfway around the world. Just support your local brewery.
Heck yeah.
And that's a good way to roll. As long as there's plenty of good beers out there now. LA's finally getting with the program.
Right.
They've taken a while to get their shit together and have something besides Bud Light. But they're starting to come around.
You know what I mean?
My homies in Ventura County are, yeah, there's like about six breweries there. You have to go see my buddy at Ventura Coast Brewing Company there.
I'll have to check them out.
And
if you can connect us,
they just opened here like last year. And now there was like one brewery there, and now after just 2 or 3 years now there's like 6 breweries right there in Ventura. So it's a good thing. So when I'm down south checking my homies out, lots of good beer. I don't have to bring my own anymore.
Nice.